What's up, good people? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Conversations That Matter. I'm your main man, William Hussey 365.
Big 22, Dominique Davis, Gene Blackman.
Yes. So let's give it up for the livest audience in the city.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Thank y'all for tuning in. Before we get started today, we want to take time to give a moment of silence, and our brother, Dr. Gene Blackman, is going to do the honors, and then we're going to jump straight and show y'all. So be patient with us. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Man, this week has been a pretty heavy week, and we've had a few losses in the community, and it's just been kind of crazy and kind of heavy for us. So we want to have a moment of silence for Justin Ellaby, Cortez Martin, and Fat Sean. So if we will, let's have a moment of silence. Thank you.
True. Yeah, we appreciate that. All the families of the deceased that we lost this week. Has been heartfelt this whole week, traumatizing for some, but we definitely want to send our blessings and condolences to all the families of our loved ones that we lost this week, man. Right. And we praying for you guys, and we praying for everybody in our community. And it's just one of them things. We all got to go sometime. But definitely we got to love on each other more. You know, we got to lead with love and empathy and forgiveness in everything we do. So we want to make sure we tell y'all tonight, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. For prayers and condolences to the family. Dominique Davis.
Yeah.
Y'all hit me out there. Test it. Yeah. Hey. I remember when I lost my heart. It was such a pleasure about that day. So much fun. I remember when I lost my soul. I'm from the hood where the good die young. Hey, he didn't live to see 21. So maybe I'm crazy. Hey, Clarence is dead and gone. Body fell in his home. One gunshot to his chest, but two suspects is still alone. I miss my nigga Wayne. Mookie did his thing. The South I lost a legend, cause Mookie was the king. I wish this was a dream, but nigga, this is real life. Before Ugg died, homie, he got shot twice. Judy get drunk at the bar all week. Son got hit by a car on the streets. The hood showed her love, she cried and got pity. Died up on the spot, was going about 50. Me and Granny had to talk, I'm empowered to start packing. Moved to Hollywood, inspired to start acting. Gave Granny and her both fired and started laughing. Asked when I stopped banging, replied it won't happen. Hey, replied it won't happen. Still make me crazy. Hey, cowards, they follow leaders and leaders was led astray. Probably the reason why these cowards ain't breathing today. Children, they having babies who probably never be raised. Precious looks for pledges, not a full-blown age. Hey, felony charges about to go to state right. Picking up his weight, but it constantly fades. Just like Precious left a trademark behind the death. Trouble from a common cold, going blind and deaf. Got it from the niggas trying to find himself. With borrow, he now you won't remind himself. Damn, we all fall for trying to ball. Fuck bitches, smoke weed, drink alcohol. Hell no, life ain't bad after all. Some niggas they fly while blood niggas gotta fall through eternal homes. Heaven to hell is on my dome, and they ain't trying to run along. So if I'm gonna be crazy, yeah, then make me crazy. Then make me crazy. Possibly. Thank you, thank you.
Yes, sir. Give it up for my brother. Super dope, super dope. So before we start the show and get into the clip, can they hear me? Can they hear me?
Yeah, test, 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 test.
All right. Good job, my brother. Appreciate you. I love it. That's why we open up every episode with you, man. Because I appreciate your gift and your talents, my brother.
I appreciate you.
your spirit.
Appreciate me. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Give it up one more time, y'all.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yes. Hope y'all doing well at home. I know y'all can't hear it in here, but we live in here. We got the livest audience with us. Thank you for tuning in. We got a dope episode tonight. So before we move forward, I got to bring up our special guest, the one, the only, James Gentry.
James Gentry. Give it up. Yeah. What's up, my guy? All right. Yeah. JG. Greensboro's own.
That's right. Appreciate you, King. Appreciate you.
Glad I could be a part of it, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
y'all. Appreciate
For sure.
y'all.
So how you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling wonderful. And you know what? You might not know.
Okay.
With everybody here, everybody in the building, everybody watching the platform, today is my birthday.
Happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday.
Sir,
Virgo Nation in the building.
You already know.
That's what's up.
I'm glad to be spending my birthday with such beautiful in a beautiful platform.
Dope.
And it's a beautiful thing, man.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
So before we get started, because y'all know you sent me a long list, bro. I couldn't name all the accolades and all the stuff you've been in. So give us a rundown for the people who might not know things you've been a part of in this industry.
Okay, yeah. So, brothers from Greensboro. And, I am GSO everywhere I go.
Already.
I carry the city with me everywhere I go.
That's right.
And I have had the opportunity to be in several big movies, television shows. My very, very first movie that I was in, my very first time getting movie credits was with T.I. Shout out to Tip.
Okay, shout out to Tip. That's what's up.
Entertainment.
Grand Hustle.
If y'all haven't seen Departments, which is T.I.'s very first movie that he dropped.
Word.
It dropped about a year and a half ago, so now, and they're actually working on Departments Part 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but that was the very first start, and
That's what's up.
ever since then, things just took off. I was in 2 seasons of BMF.
Oh, nice.
I believe the 4th season is still playing.
Yeah,
Yeah, so check that out. You might see me in a few episodes of that. Tyler Perry's The Oval.
Okay.
Got my last set that I was on was a pretty big set. This is a Will Ferrell movie that'll be coming out.
Oh, dope.
Next year sometime. That's called Judgment Day. That's
Yeah.
that's gonna be hilarious. And several other projects, along the way. August the 1st, a pretty big movie dropped with Michael Jai White, Method Man, Mike Epps, Lala, and Keith Sweat was in it. So that's called Trouble Man. That just dropped on August the 1st. A great movie. I encourage y'all to go check that out also on Amazon Prime. But it all started here in Greensboro, North Carolina.
That's what's up.
Right. Hanging out with my dogs. I don't know if some of y'all remember that we used to do the GSO movie skits.
Okay.
We would go back and redo a whole lot of old hood movies.
That's what's up.
So just from doing something that we started out just doing for fun, saying just the homies kicking around the way,
Right.
and being able to do it on the highest level with some of the biggest celebrities and superstars that's out is really just amazing to me.
Right, man. We appreciate you, man.
That's
Thank you
dope.
for
That's
coming
dope.
through, man.
That's
Thank you
dope.
for all
That's
that you
dope.
do
That's
for the
dope.
city. Thank you for not stopping.
Yes,
Thank you for steady going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And thank you for always coming back and
Oh,
giving
yeah.
back, man. We appreciate you. So the topic of the night is crabs in the barrel mentality. So you the perfect fit for this. Because in a sense, you made it out, even though you still come back. And I know it wasn't easy. We'll sit here and talk all night about the glory, glorifying the good in it and all the experiences you had. But I knew it wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? So talk a little bit before we all jump into the conversation on how you experience anything related to the crab in the barrel mentality. Leaving out of Greensboro, trying to hit the big scenes and make it in this industry is not easy. So talk a little bit about that, on how you can be held back dealing with back home or coming back home or trying to pick people up from back home or trying to bring everybody with you. There's so many different ways we can go with it, but just talk about your experiences.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate the topic and I appreciate the platform.
Facts.
And I think this goes in a lot of aspects, what I'm saying, not just movies or entertainment.
Yeah.
But I think the first thing you have to have the desire, to want to do better. Like even with rapping, because I'm an artist too. I was hanging out with a lot of cats that say that they want to do something, but that's all we do is sitting around and talking about what we want to do.
Right.
The cats like, I want to do this. Oh, we should do this. We need to be doing that. But that's all you doing is talking, bro.
Yeah.
Like you ain't putting action to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I could sit around and talk and drink and smoke with y'all all night. We can talk about the things that we want to do. But until we actually get out there and do it and put a plan together, and implement that plan, It ain't gonna happen. So you got some cats that are gonna sit back and just talk about it. But you got to get around people that like you that will actually ain't scared to go out here and take risks and make moves. You know what I'm saying? And take a leap of faith.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And go out there in the dark, not knowing what's gonna happen. Just $1 in a dream.
Right.
Put it all on the line, back against the wall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And take that step, even if you got to do it alone.
Yeah,
and that's and I had a few people that I rode with along the way. Shout out to AJ Do It All Willis.
Okay.
He's the one that sort of asked me to come to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So your network is definitely your network.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the doors that are open my way is just because I know people.
Okay.
They introduced me to people.
That's what's up.
And they introduced me to people.
Come on.
And then here I am doing things, and I'm on set. And I'm like, I don't even know how I got here.
Right.
But it's a process.
Yeah.
So I met this person, and I met that person, and asked this question, and asked this question, and you got to stay motivated.
Come on.
You got to treat it like it's a job because it's what you're trying to do. Like I know cats that actually moved to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Before I moved to Atlanta. I get there, they trying to do the same thing I do. They trying to rap and they trying to be in movies. I'm like, bro, you been here for 2 years. I've been here for 6 months and I got on set.
Right.
I'm trying to help them get on set.
Got you.
And they acting like they don't want to get on set. I'm having to hold your hand. I'm having to guide you. I'm having to push you through the door for something that you say that you want to do, that you was here doing it, trying to do it before I even got here.
Right.
We got the same 24 hours, you know what I'm saying?
What you doing with yours?
Like, you got to go get it, man. You got to be all in.
That's what's up. Appreciate that, man. Give it up for James Gentry, y'all. Give it up.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to start off with a clip, fellas, and then we're going to jump into the conversation.
Sure.
Give it up for Chewy Monroe, y'all.
Chewy. Good.
If you take one crab, drop it in a bucket next to the ocean, that crab is going to crawl out and wiggle its way back to the ocean. But if you take that exact same crab and put it in a bucket with 9 other crabs, all 10 of those crabs are going to end up starving in that bucket. And what's insane is that we see the exact same behavior in human beings. What am I talking about? I'm talking about crab mentality. Crab mentality is a phenomenon named after a pattern of behavior that is observed in crabs when they're in a fisherman's bucket. It all starts with one crab trying to escape. When the other crabs notice, they immediately start to pull the crab back into the bucket. The resistance occurs repeatedly. Anytime a crab tries to get out, the group will prevent it from escaping. Due to this phenomenon, the fisherman can leave the bucket without a lid, secure in the knowledge that every time one of the crab tries to escape, the others will go out of their way to drag it back into the bucket.
Okay, so let's jump into it. So we're gonna localize it for a minute because we all from this city. So how does the crab in the barrel mentality specifically show up in Greensboro? I want to go to the audience before we jump in the comments. If anybody has an experience or an example that they've experienced with crab in the barrel mentality around our city or any of the surrounding areas, just in North Carolina in general, let's go to the audience.
It's the culture. That's crazy.
Say what?
It's the culture.
It's the culture.
Talk about it, brother.
It's our culture. We'll let the audience talk. I'm expand on it after she says something. Anybody? It's definitely the culture.
Watch your legs.
It's definitely the culture. Definitely. It's the Willie Lynch syndrome for our culture.
Right.
Yeah, Nick, go ahead and talk about it, man.
All right, yeah, y'all
Take
don't like that
shot.
awkward silence. We got to keep this going.
Y'all, we gonna
Listen,
Y'all just jump in whenever y'all the
so
spirit,
here's the thing.
spirit hits.
Here's the thing with me. And it's really our culture. Now she said humans. I believe in competition. But one thing about the Crowd in the Barrel is it's a Willie Lynch syndrome. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? First of all, I hate judges, especially the ones that's outside the courtroom. I hate judges, especially the ones outside. The one in the courtroom, they're doing their job. So we're in a judgmental culture, and we're in a sore loser culture. You know what I'm saying? I said someone that says it's not 100%. It's not such thing as 100% real nigga. Simple fact, yo. You might do some real shit. Can I cuss tonight? Can I cuss a little bit?
Keep going. Keep going.
You might do some real things, but at the same time, are you keeping it 100? And one thing about our culture, it's very seldomly that I see somebody that's 100. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I think a crab in a barrel can be in your own household. You know what I'm saying? It could come from your own family. You know, just think about children that's trying to make it out. And we telling them as parents and as kids when we was coming up, a parent to tell you, turn the music down.
Right.
Oh no, rapping ain't for you, or basketball ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? You need to go hit them books and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that they're trying to hold the kid back, but that can get in your head. You know what I'm saying? And you can listen, not saying they being judgmental, but you can listen to others and steer you off of your journey, you know, that God might have for you. So I think a lot of times a crab in a barrel can be numerous things, not just a hater or somebody that's just judging you. You know what I'm saying? And also, I think we do a good job at showing as brothers coming together and showing unity in the community and the power in numbers and how you can come together and still be successful together because we more powerful together. So the crab in the barrel mentality never. Like it never
It
said
don't
well
bother
with
you.
me. Yeah,
Right.
it don't bother me, but it never said well with me because I can't understand why we would hate on another brother or sister that's trying to make it out or trying to do better, not only for themselves before I sit in our
That's a fact.
community, and we end up pulling them straight back in. You know what I'm
Yes, that's
saying?
fact.
Or sadly to say, they might get killed in the same neighborhood that they from their own people.
That's a
You
fact.
know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of that going on. We got somebody know what?
That's a fact.
I feel like jealousy
Yeah.
plays a big part.
Yeah.
Peace.
We're too busy being in competition with each other
Mm,
instead of coming together.
That's a fact.
come on now.
Nobody wants to see anybody doing better than them.
Right.
Right.
And again, it goes back to being our culture. Take Hispanics, for example.
Mhm.
They will team up,
Right.
buy a house together. You'll have 4, 5 people living in the same house, everybody stacking their bread, and then you got one person, okay, I got my shit together. Let me pop out.
Mm-hmm.
Then, they moving on. Then you got the next person stacking their bread. But because of that community that
Right.
they came together, they were able to do that. But we're so busy in competition with each other. We don't want nobody doing better than us.
Right.
And it has a lot to do with TikTok and
Social media.
Facebook and social media.
Yeah.
The kids think that what they see on TV is real, and that's what and it's not. And I feel like that's something that's got to get across
Mm-hmm.
I
to
agree.
them too. That
Yeah.
it's TV.
Most definitely.
I mean, yeah, some of that stuff does happen in real life. Some of it is based off of true stories, but it's TV. It's
Right.
entertainment. That don't mean you go out there and live your life like that.
So
Right.
basically, you saying you gotta know the definition between real and fake.
Yes, you got to know
I
the
get it.
difference. Yep.
Mhm.
That's a super
And I
fact.
feel like it's money out here for everybody. You know, just like it could be a million barbers, it could be a million rappers, it could be a million athletes, whatever, for us all to win in our community. And like you said, it's our culture. Like you, Dominique said, it's our culture. Like you go to any other culture, they stick together. They put money in the bank together. Right.
Right.
They can't hear you.
We be so ready to, we want our kids to go into the real world. So when you turn 18, you got to get out of my house, this and the third. My son gonna stay here as long as he wants to. You stay here as long as you want to. You stack your bread, you learn what you need to learn. I'm not gonna push you out to the wolves for
Right.
it.
Right.
For you to go out there and then something happen and you don't know everything that you need to know. You haven't been taught everything that you needed to be taught.
Right.
I would never do that. And that's another part of our culture. You have Caucasians, their children live with them till they 40,
Right.
50,
Right.
50 years old. They don't
Facts.
push their kids out.
Yeah.
Can I expound on that?
Yeah. Please.
For sure.
And that's what I may take a different angle. But when we say that it is our culture. My perspective is it's not our culture. My perspective
Explain.
is we are out of our minds as Black people because we have taken on the culture and the mentality of those who enslaved us. We have assimilated and integrated into a system that has make us want to be like them.
Mm.
See what I'm
where you're
saying?
coming from.
I see what
Yeah,
you're
that's
saying.
real. That's real.
And I think
like that.
Jody, you were saying something about information, and I think that's part of the barriers that's set up in place. Because just say I might go get the information, but I won't share it with my people. I won't share it with my community. I want to be the one with it. So now you got to come to me to get it. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, and not all of us, but I think that's one of the barriers. And is that gatekeeping? We can say is
Yeah,
that
we just
kind of
talked about that, man, bro. We just,
so it's
just
like
talked about
why we don't share information, and that's why we right. Yeah, you got to pay me to get the information and stuff like that instead of us helping each other like it used to be. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I admire about Dr. Gene Blackman, my mentor, because he take a lot of us in and just feed us like unlimitedly with information and education on stuff that we probably didn't know before we met him and stuff like that. So I think a lot of times that's one of the barriers is the infrastructure of the information that we have, and we not letting it out unless we charge people for it. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, so this topic is kind of crazy to me because one, we don't understand, like we see the symptoms of everything and we say, hey, this is the culture, but we don't really understand that there are structural systems put in place to pit us against each other.
Facts, facts.
Willie Lynch syndrome.
As my man was speaking, like from the music, the things we read, the things they make us study in school,
Yeah.
Television, video games.
television, all of that. Like, if y'all not paying attention, everything is pitting us against each other. And now it's a craze of everybody showing fight videos,
Right.
fight videos. Like us being pitted against each other.
And it's us, though.
Then you have every podcast, pitting women against men.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And now light skin against, like, all of this is everything that was in that Willie Lynch letter. But it's a system, an invisible system that we don't even see pitting us against each other. And
it's working.
Well, in some sense, it's working. But the other reason why this is a tough conversation for me is because I don't like to buy into the narrative that the whole Black community functions as crabs in a barrel, because I didn't get to where I am today and have this school and have the other businesses that I have by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I didn't get it because I was super special. It was because, people have helped me.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I feel obligated to help other people. So people who help, Black people, number one, don't tend to get the same spotlight as people who are doing obvious harm, in terms of being pitted against each other. Like, that's going to be highlighted. Somebody's going to post on that, and they did this and that to me.
So they highlight the
believe
negative instead of the positive.
Yeah,
Right.
But the positive stuff doesn't get the same type of light. You know
You're
what I
right.
mean? And so it's a lot of great things going on. It's a lot of amazing Black people who are helping,
Absolutely
our
right.
community out. You
And
know
we're
what I
part of
mean?
the
Right.
And we
thing.
don't
That's
get that shine, and we just buy into that narrative that our whole community is just crabs in a barrel. No, it's some amazing, you know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely
Super
right.
dope.
Some amazing people that's
Let me
helping
throw
us.
this out here right quick so we can pivot a little bit to go on to the next segment. So, do you feel like limited resources and opportunities sometimes fuel the mindset?
Ain't no limit
Are
on
you
resources.
asking me
Yeah,
personally?
while you was right there speaking on what you were speaking on, like the limited resources and opportunities, sometimes we might use that as an excuse. So we all fighting for the same meat on the bone. If
It's
that makes
definitely
sense.
an excuse.
Well, yeah, so I feel like limited resources is an issue,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think that that's the reason why we have the crab in the barrel mentality when we do have it. I think it's because we subconsciously buy into, what I'm saying, our oppressors, design, structural design. This is a structural design to continue to pit us against each other.
Here's the thing. Ain't no limited resources. I'm gonna tell you why. That's an excuse. Simple fact, you got a bus out there You got a library out there. You know what I'm saying? You got social service out there. What I did to become successful in my definition of success, I had to starve my ego and feed my soul. I had to starve my ego, feed my soul. You Dominique, you. Guess what? Dominique got to get on that bus sometime. If I got a job somewhere out West Bubblefuck somewhere, I got to get on that bus. If I ain't got no internet at home, I got to go to the library. So I had to starve my ego to feed my soul.
Facts.
And that's all it was. So the resources are limited. They're there. We just shut away from them because of the ego.
And also to add to that, we are in the land of the rich. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of Americans don't understand that we have access to resources that half the world don't have access to. You know what I'm saying? When's the last time you went without a meal or something to drink for one day? You know, just the fact that you got shoes on your feet that don't got holes in them.
That's a fact.
You know, so the limited resource, you know, it's still
it's an excuse. It's not a reason.
Yeah, because we have all the resources that we need, you know, right outside it, right in our pockets.
No, I definitely agree. Any comments from the audience?
Hey, good people. I definitely agree with Dr. Jean. I just feel like as people at this big age, we got to take accountability for, you know, where we are in life. I've been around people who I feel like if I throw an idea out there, you know, they automatically go into like, you can't like, well, you doing this, that, and the third, and then they shut down for me. So I had to focus on people, places, and things and where I insert myself. So once I start inserting myself into different places and different rooms, I don't even really think about that crab in the bucket mentality because the people I surround myself with, they don't even give me that energy.
Preach.
Come on.
Preach.
So I really feel like the crab in the bucket mentality is something that you feed your own brain. You keep yourself stuck right there because you're allowing people to handle you like that.
Right.
You have to take accountability for where you are and where you allow people to hold you at. You're not the same person you were out here committing these crimes 10 years later. So when you say you want to go start Xavier Champ Camp, you're going to have your friends that want to hold you right there like, they not giving you no grants. You got charges. But guess what? Then you got Dr. Jean over here like, what's up? Come on, let's go talk about this grant. So people, places, and things is something I live my life off so heavily these days.
That's good.
And being intentional. You know, being intentional. I give information out all the time, probably too much because I do consulting and things like that. And I probably need to, you know, charge for it. But it's like God put stuff on me. And if I got that piece of the puzzle for you, I'll give it to you because
Come on.
I like it gives me something to see people be great. It put fuel in me, like, oh, I gave them people the information, not, oh, she's there because I told her to go over there. No, that's not what we're doing it for. Be intentional in the community.
Right.
Be the change. You know what I'm
Be
saying?
the change.
Be the change. Break the barriers.
I like that.
All right,
I like
give it up
that,
for Two
Ash.
Monroe, y'all. We jumping into the comments. Y'all
like
been
that,
patiently
Ash.
waiting. Good stuff, Ash.
Good stuff, Ash.
Thank you guys. Thank you for engaging in the comments as well and for tuning in to Conversations That Matter. So let's start with Miss Tia Henderson. She
Tia.
says, people project their fears on others. If I can't do it, you can't either type energy.
Yes.
People don't want to see you doing too much.
Facts. Thank you, Tia.
We also got a lot of birthday love from Mr. James. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Appreciate
He
it.
also says that it's learned behavior and that you guys are right about the gatekeepers. She also says she eats real good with ESC.
Say it right. Say it right.
Establishing safe
Say
culture.
it right.
All right now. And then Tasha Cruz says, I appreciate him. So speak. We have conformed. That's what she said. I don't know. That's what she said.
Probably talking about when James.
Yes, she said, I appreciate him so. Speak, we have conformed. We are less independent thinkers. A lack of loss of self-identity has caused us to match energy, not understanding. We create what we want to see. We are what we want to see. Therefore, make a conscious effort to observe yourself and habits first. Yes, Willie Lynch has worked but we must change that.
And that's what we doing.
Who was that?
That was Miss Tasha
Tasha.
Cruz.
Shout out to
And
Tasha.
we are more than
Appreciate you.
conquerors, Tasha.
Okay. She also said there are some awesome people in my community helping people come up.
That's right.
T. Henderson says, I love our community so much. Andrea Dixon put some praying hands in the comments.
Miss Dixon.
Dixon.
Right.
Tasha Cruz also said there are limited resources. Say it, Dominique. Starve the
There are
ego
not.
and feed the soul.
Amen.
Andrea also said limited resources is the mindset.
Exactly. I like that. Exactly. Limited resources of mindset. Exactly.
Yes. And that was pretty much it in the comments. I do want to ask you guys, we can talk about how people have held us back or situations all day, right? I think we've all experienced. What are some examples that you could give of people being in unity and how that created an impact or a solid standpoint?
Fitness and fellowship.
I am king.
I am king.
Establishing safe culture.
Establishing safe culture.
Vault.
Xavier Champ Camp.
Alt.
Yeah.
I can name a few.
Okay.
I can name a lot of them. But you're right, though. It ain't too many. But shout out to everybody that is coming together, collaborating instead of competing. You know what I'm saying? That's the most powerful. Huh? That's the most powerfulest thing that we can do right now is unify. And like you said, fitness and fellowship, that's what it's all about, is bringing people together to unify the community under fitness and fellowship. So that's a powerful thing. But I want to encourage everybody to do that. Whatever your lane is, whatever you good at, whatever you think you can do, just do your part because it takes all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Each one teach one.
That's right. That's right.
And a man or a woman that can't be offended cannot be stopped. See that crab in the bucket bull jive? When you get offended, you're being hindered.
Facts.
A man or woman that's not offended by that can't be stopped. Because you got your eyes on the prize. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely right. Definitely right.
Facts.
You got another clip, sis?
Yes, I do have another clip, but before I get into that clip, I wanted to speak on some of the people who made it out of their state, out of their city or their state to get to success and went back home and were slain in their home. Okay, in their hometown. So some of those people, and these are mostly rappers, that's the list I got, were Young Dolph in Memphis, Nipsey Hussle in Los Angeles, California, Triple X, Tacian, woof, Jesus, Pop Smoke in Brooklyn, Chinks in Queens, Bankroll Fresh in Atlanta, Soldier Slim in New Orleans, and Dollar in Los Angeles, California. Do y'all want to speak on the impact that those murders had on our
And it go back
community?
to the Bible. Just let me say this. It go back to the Bible. A prophet does not have dwelling in his own home.
Mm.
And that goes back in the biblical days. If I'm from here, you know too much about me to respect me.
Mm.
So that's why you get richer off when you leave and off strangers. You know what I'm saying? So a prophet does not have any dwelling in his own home. So it's you gotta leave.
Break that down when you say that you know too much about me to respect me.
I mean, when you sometimes your A1s is your day one competition.
Preach, King.
So they don't see you evolve.
Say that again, brother.
Sometimes your A1 day ones is your day one's competition. They don't see you evolve. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you used to do this, you used to do that. So they don't see you evolve. And then they give you an image. Let me tell you what an image is. An image is nothing but a picture frame. If you give me an image, I'm a picture frame, and images fade.
Facts.
So when you give me when I'm in a picture frame, I don't go past this frame.
Yeah.
I'm trying to grow. I gotta grow without you.
Facts.
And they're not gonna allow you to grow.
Nah, you hit it on the head, homie.
It's a crab in the bucket mentality where
When you said that sometimes your A1 day ones is your main enemy, that just goes back to jealousy
and envy.
But yes, jealousy and envy. But if you claim your flaws, if you claim your demons and you don't face them face forward, can't nobody bring up nothing about you unless you allow them to, unless you allow them to get inside your head.
It's a fact.
So that's just a mentality thing that you have to have. Like for me, for example, I done did a lot of stuff out here, but can't nobody confront me with none of that because I done confronted all my demons up front, face to face myself. It is what it is.
I like that. I like that.
Respect.
But it goes back also to your accountability and to your people, places, and things, you know, that you're around. Because again, you change your surroundings. If you, you know, not associating yourself with those people, that is going to constantly bring up your past, that are going to constantly keep you from wanting to succeed. You around that, that's what you're going to get.
Right.
You find that new circle of friends, that new accountability team that's like, no, we ain't doing that. You know, they're holding you at a higher standard. Then again, you don't have the jealousy.
Yeah.
You know, you go back to those people that you are around.
Yeah.
Right.
I personally have to be around people that want to see me win.
Yeah.
I could love someone
You
to
should never
death.
want to be around
I could
nobody
love
that
someone
don't
to
want to
death, but
see you.
I'll love them from a distance, man. I have to be around people that want to see me win.
Yes.
That's a fact.
And we should all want to be around people that want to see you win. You
But
know,
sometimes we try to love people into being what we need from them.
Right.
And that doesn't always work. Them
It
people
don't work.
they'll drain you. Man.
It's draining.
They'll drain the hell out of you.
It's draining.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to say I got to love them from a distance, man.
yeah, you gotta love people from a distance.
Let me tell you something about a hater. A hater is like a person on a treadmill. You doing all this energy, you ain't with nowhere. A hater is like a person on a treadmill. You running all this energy, you still in the same building. We trying to cover ground, man. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so let's roll into the next clip unless you want to go to the comments, should we?
We could do the clip first and then go to the comments.
Where it's a crab in the bucket mentality, where, you know what I mean, everybody doing bad. So when one person starts to move forward and you know, become a little bit successful, but you still within reach of these people, it's very hard, because, you know, you're dealing with the pressures of trying to be successful, as well as the pressure of people intentionally waking up to try to bring harm your way. You know what I mean? And trying to stop you from doing that. Because if I grew up on the same block you grew up on, and we had the same trials and tribulations, but you became successful and I became a failure, it made me feel a certain way about myself, because we had the same, we were dealt the same deck of cards. You know what I mean? So I feel like my success affects the people closest to me the most. A person that don't know me might root for me, you know what I mean, and be happy for me. And a person that know me and come from the same environment and had the same cards dealt to them, that keep going to jail, don't have no money, never made their parents proud or their mama proud, never did anything that they could look in the mirror and be proud of. You know what I mean?
Rest in
The
peace.
funeral more exciting than this.
R.I.P. Nip.
All right, let's hit them comments. So Tasha Cruz says, unify. We don't have to reinvent the wheel, just get on it and keep the momentum. Andrea Dixon says, woo, Dom. I never thought about it like that.
What was that, Andrea? You can explain next.
Your day ones is your day one competition of haters.
Oh, that's a fact. That was Cain and Abel. It was before it was beginning of the time.
Corey McCann says, happy birthday first and foremost, Mr. Gentry.
Appreciate that.
May God bless you with many more. What were the personal sacrifices and hardships that you had to conquer on this journey to success?
Whoa. Oh man. Well, I would say foremost was overcoming the fear of doubt. When I say the fear of doubt, you know, you always have that doubt lingering over you. Good enough, you know, is this something that I really want to do? So yeah, overcoming the fear of doubt is a major challenge, and really just taking that first step, you know, because the first step is usually the hardest when you're stepping out on faith and you're stepping out there, you don't know what's going to happen. It's really that first step, and overcoming that first step is what's going to start the process. Also, I had to be uncomfortable. You know, I had to be uncomfortable. When I first got to Atlanta, I was sleeping on the homie couch. You know, so I didn't even know how I was gonna make money at first. So you gotta make yourself uncomfortable. Like a lot of times, I put myself in situations to be uncomfortable so I can stay hungry. You know, a lot of us, we get comfortable in certain situations, and that comfort is what keeps us in the same place. So like no matter what. So yes, no matter what position I'm in, I always try to focus on. Let's push up the mics. Okay, yeah, that sounds better anyway. Yeah, so whatever position I'm in, you know, whether it's lower level or mid level or high level, I always try to make a mental note. never get comfortable. And I had to say goodbye to a lot of friends and family. You know, I had a pretty cool job here. You know, I was working as a sound man in the club, you know what I'm saying, meeting people, meeting stars and stuff. Something I had done for over 10 years, you know, and I was comfortable in that. But I had to say goodbye to the old life to move on to something that I want to do. I had to become that change. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's scary. You know what I'm saying? When I leave, every time I leave Greensboro, I'm like, shoot, I might never make it back home. You know what I'm saying? I might never see none of my friends again. I might never see none of my family again. Who knows what may happen when I'm out here? You know what I mean? So it's scary, but in order to make it to that next level, you got to deal with all those types of things.
Great answer. Great answer.
I got a question for him. I got a question for JG. You got Jay. Okay, when you had a role in BMF, was it a lot of people like competing for your role in BMF? And how was 50 and the little me's? You know, how they be? How are they, bro?
Bro, let me tell you. I got so many stories.
Come on, man. Let's talk, man. Come on, man. Let's talk, man.
Yeah, so I was originally supposed to do one day on BMF, right?
Let's go.
So, you know, I was just happy to be there one day, you know what I'm saying? So I'm running somewhere, I don't know, I'm running to go to the bathroom or running to go to lunch or something like that. And one of the casting directors, hey, stop, hey, you, hey, where you going? Hey, come here. You want to come back for two or three more days? Bet. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. You got to be available. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of this acting stuff is, hey, they might call you up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Hey, can you come and be on so and so tomorrow? We need somebody. I bet I'm there. You know
so they do have your portfolio and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once you get, you know, into the system, then, you know, they could call you any day. But to go along with what you're saying, so within the background actors, you know, there might have been 50 of us, right? So we're on set and well, we're about to go on set. So they're saying, hey, we got a special part that, you know, somebody might get chosen for us. So y'all just keep that in mind. We're looking for like one or two special people. We might pull you to the side. So I'm thinking, hey, you know, it's 50 people out here. You know, they ain't gonna choose you, boy. You know, kind of find out they have all 50 of us lined up. You know, we go through wardrobe, we go through hair and makeup. You know what I'm saying? We looking good. They got us dressed in the 80s. You know, they got they give us all the slick stuff. You know, we got gold chains. You know, everybody's looking fresh. So they go down to everyone and look at every single background actor. So that's what happens. They pick your boy out of the 50.
Wow. I see you in the strip club throwing that money. My boy got a seat in the strip club throwing money. How was that, man? How was that?
So, I mean, you know, just the fact that I got picked out of 50 other background actors, and this sort of goes along, you know, with the crab in the barrel effect. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like sometimes when you at home, like we said, you know, you grow up with people, and you know, oh, that's just so and so, man. I went to school with him. I remember he used to have a snotty nose. I remember he threw up in the bathroom in elementary school. You know what I'm saying? So people might not see that light of you, you know what I'm saying? But when you get away and you get around a whole other crowd and people start showing you love and people make you feel like you special, you know what I'm saying? You get picked out of 50 other background actors to get selected for a certain scene. They're
That's
like,
big.
They like, look, this is good. The video camera is gonna be on you, so this is your moment type deal. And I was like, shoot, I always knew I was the one. Obviously, they know it too. Yeah, right. To the boys.
Give it up for JG, man. Give it up for JG, man. That's amazing.
Wait till the boys back home see this. They ain't gonna believe it.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing.
Go ahead with the comments, Chewy.
All right. Thank you guys for that. And then Miss Tasha Cruz says, say it, Dominique. A prophet is not welcomed in his own hometown.
That's the
It is
word.
okay to dust our feet off and let our peace return to us
That's
when
the
people
word.
are not listening or using their emotions to hear an offense. It's better to correct a stranger than a fool.
That's the word, Todd.
All right. Miss Kedra and Jay Blackman says, love from a distance and stop sharing your dreams and goals. Let them find out about your success and wins when the world does.
I like that.
All right. Now, Miss Patience says,
Patience.
this is a huge vision. Stay focused on your vision and keep going.
That's love.
Miss Charlene Herban says, we as people, we are where we are at because we are in a spiritual warfare. The things that we have went through, it is not by accident, it is by design. We have to unlearn some things that we have been taught. We have been programmed, but there's no spell on anyone. We have to teach our own children. It's time for us to stick together, get organized, each one teach one.
No, facts.
Word.
Tasha Cruz also says, yes, James, you have to make yourself uncomfortable. People won't understand your lives. They will even judge them. But yes, move with intent.
Salute.
Andrea Reed also says, your gifts will make room for you. And that was our last comment.
Salute to the comments.
Good. Shout out to
Word.
everybody in the comments.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you. All right, so thank y'all, man. We appreciate all the comments. We appreciate the audience. I appreciate y'all up here, fellas, and definitely appreciate you, Mr. James Gentry. Before we get out of here,
Right.
any information you want to give to the youth or the community that's trying to do what you do, or even more, give them some words of encouragement on what they can do to pursue their dreams as well.
I would say, it starts off with knowledge of self, knowing who you are, and becoming a better you every single day. It takes. I read Will Smith's biography, and something that popped out with me with his biography is when he talked about building something brick by brick. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're trying to build a wall or a mountain or whatever you're trying to build, it's literally brick by brick. You got to take it step by step. You got to trust the process and know that the process is going to get to where you need to be. Discipline, you got to have discipline is really the major avenue towards getting to where you want to be. Like you got to set that goal. You got to set that alarm, be up at 6 o'clock in the morning. You got to plan out your day. You got to manage your time. Like discipline is a major part of success. And, I still struggle with it. It's an everyday struggle trying to do things that I have on the list, to do that day. But try to stick to discipline. Your network is your net worth. Like I would never get to the level that I'm in if it wasn't for the people that I met along the way, and the people who told me, hey, you should do this, or I can help you do this, or let me introduce you to this person, let me introduce you to that person. So talk to as many people as you can. That's one thing I love about Atlanta. Everybody's networking. Like it's a network hub, and everybody's talking and exchanging information. Everybody's trying to help everybody get to the next level. So yeah, I will use those points to get to where you need to be. But more than anything, I think the knowledge of self and the knowledge of who you are, and what is the end goal. Like, why are you doing this for? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we might reach out to do something, but we don't see the end goal, because you might make it to a certain level, but then you're not satisfied being at that level. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have a plan in mind. What's the end goal? Why are you doing this for? Like take rapping, for example. So I always wanted to be a rapper because I thought music could help change the world.
Facts,
I never wanted to be a rapper so I could, get out here and show off and talk about whatever type of self-destructive BS the half these cats be talking about. I really see music as a tool to help change the world. So that's why I do what I do. It's crazy because I became a rapper because I hated the radio. I hated the content that was being put on the radio. I stopped watching movies because I hated seeing movies, but I want to be in movies. So because I know that images and media and all this, they have our kids' minds.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Our kids can recite their favorite singers' lyrics or their favorite rappers' lyrics way before they can recite what they learned in class today.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So these are the avenues, you know what I'm saying, that we need to control because these are the avenues that are controlling us.
Facts.
Yeah. But on another level, I want to salute y'all for this platform right here. You know what I'm saying? And
they ain't gonna clap for us.
because like this is it.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, like this is important. You know what I'm saying? It's important that we control our own media, because the
Yeah.
dominant society, they gonna run whatever type of narrative that
Yeah.
they want to about us.
And it's all a
You
business.
know, it's all a business. So, you know, it's important that we have conversations like these
Facts.
and that we have our own media outlets that we could push our own narrative. You know, we could tell our story and we could talk to the people who want to listen to us. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, regardless of anything that, you know, I have achieved out here, this type of situation right here is more important than anything. You know
That's
what I'm
love,
saying?
Oh,
bro.
man.
That's
Appreciate
love.
that.
And shout out to Gene, man, because I've known Gene since I was a little
Shout out to Doc. Shout out to
you know
Doc,
what I'm
man.
saying? And he's
Doc.
been a major staple in the community, you know what I'm
Facts.
saying? And the barbershop has always been a major staple in the black community. Like it's a real important place. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for being here, being the
Appreciate
person
you,
that you
brother.
are, bro.
Appreciate you, man. And I remember, you know, when you and your mom used to come in and sell the product that
yeah.
addresses alopecia.
Oh yeah, we still
Yeah,
moving the product.
yeah,
We
see,
still
so
moving the
you
product.
were lined up for entrepreneurship at a young age, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just really, really impressive to see what type of man that you actually grew into.
How far y'all go back, bro?
Man, 8, 9, maybe
Legit.
10 years old.
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
first met Gene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
But you know, I also, to everybody that's out there listening, everybody in the room, I want to take tonight as a challenge. You know what I'm saying? I want
Talk
to
to us.
challenge all of us, you know, to do more, to get more involved, you know, in every aspect of what we're doing. I see that y'all got the Sunday workouts. That's important.
Fitness and fellowship.
Yeah, fitness and fellowship. You know, salute the fitness and fellowship because we need that in the black community.
Back.
You know what I'm saying?
If you in town next week, you need to come out there.
Hey, if I'm in town, I'm gonna come check it out.
I bet it up. Bet it up. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Yeah, hey, I'm there, bro. I'm there. I'm all about my fitness, man. That's why I say
Fact.
Yeah.
that's why I say fitness, you know, what y'all doing is so important, man, because you know, in our community, we suffer from a lot of health problems, right? So the fitness part, you know what I'm saying, the fitness part is gonna get us right in the mentals too.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Because everything is connected. Everything in life is connected. So, yeah, I want to challenge us, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to continue to build with y'all
Fact.
beyond this room, beyond this conversation. You know what I'm saying? I want us to build some. We need more organizations out here. We need more fellas like you all that's involved in the community and that's willing to go the extra step to create change.
Most
Love it, man. I
definitely.
love it. I
Appreciate
love
you.
it. I love it. I love it. I
Appreciate
love it.
Appreciate that. I want to go to the audience before we wrap it up with our last comments and the closing song. I want to challenge y'all this week. And I want to hear from y'all before we leave, not just challenge y'all, but I want y'all to speak on how can we challenge each other to uplift each other up throughout the week or moving forward instead of tearing each other down and breaking those barriers instead of competing. Let's unify, let's collaborate. So speak about that in our closing remarks from the audience, and then we're going to close out, and then we'll be done with the last closing song by Dominique Davis.
Y'all ain't got nothing to say.
Go ahead, Coach.
Y'all gonna say something.
I would say check on each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if you send a text and say, "Hey, how are you?" I'm good. No, how are you for real? Like you, not what you need to pay this bill. No, how are you? You know? So just start off by checking on a person. And I always challenge my friends and I text them and say, "Hey, don't forget to do one kind gesture today." Anything for a stranger, like whatever. So just start out by checking on each other, like see what people are at mentally because the world is taking us down like mentally and draining us out. So just, stay strong, man. Check on your people.
Check on your people.
Right.
Hey, Mr. McCann, can you say something?
Oh, we got.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So I'm piggybacking on Ashley. Typically, when Monday starts, I always check on my friends and just say, "How can I support you?" So sometimes we need more than mental check-in. It's supporting your people too.
I like that.
Corey.
I'm gonna say constructive criticism. People need to be told about themselves sometimes, man. That's all I gotta say.
Appreciate you, King.
Appreciate you, young King.
So hold on. So are you saying that people need to be able to accept constructive criticism, or people need to give more constructive criticism? Give both.
Yeah,
Give and
give
accept.
and accept. Yeah.
Okay.
Be both.
Oh, we got to finish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say both, but give because people be scared to talk to their friends and stuff to tell them about themselves.
Holding them accountable.
That's real.
Yeah, they feel like, oh, it ain't my business, but it is your business.
Right.
Come
You see
on,
them doing
King.
wrong, let them have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
I'm so proud of
I
you,
like
man.
that, bro.
I'm so proud of you, nephew. Love
And
you.
he was
bro.
at the workout this
It's
morning.
a fact.
My
I
God.
just want to piggyback on like holding them accountable when you talking with your friends or they talking to you and y'all sharing goals with each other. Like check in and say, hey, did you do anything this week to work on the goal you shared with me? Just to let them know that you fully support them.
Oh,
And then
right,
I
right.
wake up and ask God,
Word.
how can you utilize me today? What do I need to do for somebody today instead of just asking God to do something for me?
Powerful.
Come
Powerful.
on.
Because at the same time, that lets that friend know that you was listening to them. You know, sometimes when you're talking to people, you know, you got your own life situations going on,
Talking
so
to the
you
mic,
don't
please.
know.
Thank you, ma'am.
You know, you got your own life situations going on. So, you know, sometimes you can be talking to a person, but your mind can be somewhere else. So just again, checking in, being accountable, that lets a friend know I was listening to your conversation. You may have thought I wasn't, but I was listening. How are you? You know, did you overcome whatever you had going on? I'm glad, you know, because again, my friends, we all talk. And like the last couple of weeks, you know, they know it's been rocky, but each day they're like, okay, I'm glad you're getting back. I'm checking on you. So again, we hold each other accountable.
Yeah, facts, facts. All right, thank y'all. Give it up for the audience, y'all. Give it up for the Any last comments before we wrap this?
Any last comments from the audience from the viewers?
Yeah,
I was wanted
grab
to
the
say
mic, grab
something.
the mic,
the
bro.
mic.
Grab the mic.
Come on, Reverend. I need you to say something, Reverend.
Corey McCann.
You,
We got the cord on tonight. We got all the
look,
cords.
that's that's the holy. He come from the holiness church. I see it.
No, I just had just a quick question for Mr. Gentry. So I know that in today's climate with the industry, it's vicious and it's unforgiving at times. So my question for you is, and happy birthday once again to you, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
My question to you, as you've moved up and you're continuing to move up in the industry, have you ever been personally faced with encounters where your personal virtues, morals, and ethics have been compromised? Because, as stated, in today's climate with the industry, you know, artists are asked to do some uncompromising things, to step outside of the box, to satisfy said industry. So I just want to know, you know, have you ever been faced with that on a personal level? Have you been affiliated with anybody with one of your cohorts on BMF, et cetera, et cetera? Have you seen that firsthand? I hope you never ever do,
That's
but just
good,
out of
man.
curiosity, have you ever had a situation like that? If you don't mind my asking.
That's good.
Yeah, not personally. Pretty much the level that I'm on right now, as far as auditions and things that people ask for, I sort of get the word through email, you know what I'm saying? So I could be like, oh, nah, I ain't doing that. So I don't even have to submit to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I pretty much get a choice to pick and choose what type of roles that I want. Now I have been involved with some people who I have seen get compromised. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever been to a Diddy party? What the hell be going on down there?
Hey man, I think I saw the back of your head on one of those videos.
Hey, damn.
No.
I've been to DMV's more excited than this. Have you ever been to a Diddy party?
Nah, you know, the A is pretty wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got your wild spots.
I'm messing, brother.
You in the A too, man.
I'm messing,
Stuff
brother.
go down.
Yeah, you got your wild spots. But
Appreciate your question, Corey McCann.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Good question.
Appreciate you. So it's been real. Oh, go to the comments, Chewy.
All right. So Tasha Cruz says, I want to be a rapper to change the world as well. I don't like the content. I love it, bro. Great interview, James and my brothers.
That's wow.
Yes. And then Tasha Cruz also says, yes, Ashley, be honest with how you're doing. Tia Henderson says that's a good one, and you can do that one for free. Andrea Reed says, come on, Ashley, leaders lead. Let's go. I love it. Tia also says, yes, we all influence each other on some level. Miyaka Sturdivant says, that's so powerful.
Be
She
me.
says, I know I can definitely do better. And then Andrea finishes it off and says, iron sharpens iron, and we all rise higher together.
Amen.
Facts.
Yeah.
That was a good way to finish with Miss Reed. Shout out to Miss Reed. Yeah,
Shout
Andrea
out to
Dixon.
Miss Reed, man.
Peace and love.
Peace.
Yeah, so it's been a great episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. For our last remarks, and definitely we got to sing happy birthday for my brother get out of here. But for the
Yeah.
closing remarks, man, I just want y'all to listen to what was said today. Thank you for tuning in, but continue the conversation in your homes, in your communities, in your neighborhoods, in your friendships, in your relationships, even at work or in your business. Continue the relationship so we can build from this and not build barriers. Find solutions and build solutions in our community to make our community more togetherness and more collaborations as a community and unify, man. We don't have to hold each other down. We don't have to tear each other down. We don't have to try to be the first one to do this, the first one to do that. You know what I'm saying? And watch the company you keep. Watch your environment. Be mindful of the people, places, and things that you're choosing. You know what I'm saying? So make sure your mindset is set on that first of all. And like my man said, it starts with you. Starts with yourself. Knowledge yourself is very important. You should know the extent that you're willing to go and know your goals and know where you're trying to go and know the people that you need around you to support you in doing so. You know what I'm saying? So take heed to everything that was said tonight. But we hope that we were very informal with the topic tonight and that you could take it with you throughout your week and for the rest of your life. But we just thank y'all for tuning in. It's been a wonderful conversation. Neek, you got any closing remarks, my brother?
The race is not given to the swift nor to the strong, but to the one that can endure. I don't give a damn if somebody's stronger than you or faster than you. You fall in love with yourself and you go hard for yourself. Your biggest competition is you. So, F a hater. Bet.
Mr. Black.
Two things. One, I think it's important for us to engage in group projects, group economics. We just have to learn to work together. If you don't work together, you can't get better at it. And I think a lot of times we do a lot of solo projects when it comes to, getting money and even serving people. A lot of times, man, we move in silos. So I think we really have to learn how to do group projects. Putting ESC together, I knew that I was getting a lot of different leaders and a lot of people that were serving and impacting the community in different ways. But I knew that if we were able to come together and serve the community together, we would be more impactful. And I see that happening now with establishing safe cultures. The other thing is, man, as leaders, sometimes I think it's hard for us to work with other leaders. And sometimes you have to learn how to lead from the middle. Sometimes you have to learn how to lead from the back. You can't be the face of everything all the time.
Right.
So just keep that in mind. I think we'll be fine.
What about you, Mr. Gentry?
First of all, salute to y'all. Salute to the community. We need more community togetherness. We need more unity. What I'm saying? As far as the Black community goes, we need to be producers of what we consume. We need more power, more economic power. And the only way to do that is to unify and organize. So unification of organization, that's going to be our greatest weapon out here in this war, psychological, mental warfare that we got going on. And don't be afraid to be who you want to be. Don't be afraid to put it all on the line. Don't be afraid to leave and drop everything and knowledge of anybody that you know and anything that you've ever done to be who you want to be. You got to go all out for it. And yeah, also, so just on on the stance where I'm at right now, a lot of the stuff that we see is fake, y'all. So we're living in a fake society, where a lot of the images that we see are fake and they are designed to control us. So don't believe everything you see on TV. Don't believe everything you see in the movies. Don't believe everything that you see and hear.
Come on. And don't believe everything they tell you about us. Like they'll tell you who you
believe
are.
what y'all hear about me. Everything you heard about me, believe that shit.
No, bro.
I was just playing.
Hey, okay, I'm just joking. How can we have? How can the how can the community and the people get in touch with you?
Okay, yeah, definitely. I almost forgot that. Yeah. So definitely check me out. Please follow me on
Do what was
Instagram.
written.
That's JG_GSO on Instagram. Please follow me. Also, keep up with everything I got going on. I got a series out called Living in Atlanta
Yep.
where I tell a story about every set that I'm on because there's always something crazy happening on set. So I tell a story about all my experiences on my YouTube channel. That's James Gentry GSO. Please follow me and stay plugged in.
How can people get your product, man? There's some people with some edges that need to be thickened.
Yeah.
Man,
Appreciate that.
listen.
Ashley's products, you know what I'm saying? Mom's still got the product line rolling. Hit me up on James Gentry on Facebook. You can find me. And we want to make the whole community have a hair full of head.
Talk about
That's what I'm talking
A head
about.
full of hair, I should say.
I need some.
That's what's up.
It's
That's
over
what's up.
for you, dog.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Chewy, any last words?
I would just like to say it was a great conversation.
Yes, it was.
Input. There was once somebody that said the reason that the crabs can't survive in the bucket is because it's never their natural habitat, and somebody placed them into that bucket. I just want us to always be mindful of that.
And that's us all day.
Yes, absolutely.
That's us all day.
That's
Here
real.
in America.
And then also, don't be the other crabs in your own bucket. You can definitely taint yourself, and if you talk negatively about yourself to yourself, it could bring some negative self-worth and value to you too. So you can be your own crab in your own bucket.
Talk that talk.
That's deep.
Yeah, so that's it. Thank you guys.
That's good.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, man. Y'all had a great episode.
Good episode.
Give it up for yourselves, the livest audience. Give it up for yourselves, all the viewers. We thank y'all for tuning in. I'm your main man, William Hussey, 365.
Big 22, Dominique Davis.
Gene Blackman.
James Gentry, the one and only.
Hey.
That's right. And this has been another episode of Conversations That Matter. Make sure you check us out next week, same time, same place. And before we get out of here, we're going to sing happy birthday, and then we're going to throw it to my brother, Dominique Davis, for the outro. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Hold on. No. We got to keep it cultural. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to
you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya.
One time.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, my brother. Dominique Davis, take us out, baby.
Chip.
Yeah. Let's go.
I remember when I was mine. It was something so special about that day. Oh, and there was so much pain. Listen, I remember when I was mine. When the good die young, hey, they didn't even take sense anymore. Clarence dead and gone. My niggas home. Welcome back to his chest. Two suspects is still alone. How miss my nigga Wayne? Mookie did his thing. The South I lost the election, but Mookie was the king. I wish this was a dream, but nigga, this is real life. Before Ugg died, homie, he got shot twice. Two to get drunk at the bar all week. Son got hit by a car on the streets. The hood showed the love, she cried and got me. Died from the spot, we're going about 50. Me and Granny had to talk, I'm inspired to start packing. Moved to Hollywood, inspired to start acting. Gay Granny and her both cried and start laughing. That's when I stopped banging, replied it won't happen. Replied it won't happen. Yeah, does that make me crazy? Hey, does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Oh, to me. Cowards, they follow leaders. Was led astray. Probably the reason why these cowards ain't breathing today. Bitches, they having babies who probably never be raised. Precious. About to go to state, Raheem picking up his weight, but it constantly fades. It's like Precious left a trademark behind the death. Trouble from a common cold, going blind and deaf. It's like he's hiding from his niggas, trying to find himself. With a Bible, he in denial, won't remind himself. Damn, that when we all fall, from trying to ball. Fuck bitches, smoke weed, drink alcohol. Hell no, life ain't bad after all. Some niggas they fly while blood niggas gotta fall to eternal homes. Heaven the hell is on my dome, and they ain't trying to burn along. So it makes me crazy. Hey, it makes me crazy. Does that make me crazy? Oh, so please.
Give it up for my brother Dominique Davis, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah, next week, same time, same place, and it's just like that.
Yeah.